And so welcome one and all to the famed Herb Brooks Arena alongside the 1980 rink, the Miracle Sheet, as it were, as we get set for the opening period puck drop. In this matchup between the South Simcoe Storm and the Boston Junior Terriers. For those of you unfamiliar with the Terriers, they are red and white. And out of Bradford, Ontario, Canada, South Simcoe Storm. As we had a chance to check in with some parents on the Terrier side to help get all of the pronunciations correct, and then down to one of the coaches on the South Simcoe side to get pronunciations for them, as it looks like South Simcoe's fans are on the opposite side of the Arena Bowl. And so played out to the half wall and into neutral ice. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. So good to be here. So glad you'd have me here. As we continue the action, we'll be welcoming our producer, engineer, stat spotter, and camera operator momentarily, as soon as we get a stoppage in the play. As this is played below the goal line, a nice serve up into the slot. And this will go across neutral ice as the Storm chasing back deep into their own zone. Fumbling as that gets turned over. Terriers trying to capitalize here. And now an opportunity as this comes down the ice. That'll go down for icing. So we'll go ahead and skate up to the other side. And without missing a beat, the Storm finding themselves with some problematic play in the defensive zone. And now resuming with possession in the offensive side. They've had some good passing connections in the previous sequence. Fed up through the slot. This makes it up to the point on the left side with a wrister blocked away. And that will be an interference call, so we'll get our first penalty of the game. And so it looks like Ryan's going to the box for interference. And now Boston with an opportunity to take a lead here, skating 5-on-4. As we see Bartley chasing in. Bartley grabbing possession in the middle of the zone. Played into the slot. McGoldrick. And skating shorthanded, doing well to kill off some time here in the offensive zone. As the Terriers regain possession. As Mischke keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Played into the corner. And a big hit down by the end wall. We're just 3.5 minutes into this first period, still scoreless, with a minute left on the Terriers' power play. As we welcome Matt Scheller to the broadcast. Howdy, producer. As we got the thumbs up. Some of the smoothest, softest hands in the business as far as camera work is concerned. Give him a hockey stick, though. It's a different story. Whatever that means. Shot as that's blocked down. As Hinchley playing into the corner. Shot through the slot, and there's your icebreaker, folks. 7:35 left in the period. Mark it as South Simcoe grabs up the first score. Give that one to Dale. In the net for the Terriers is Laterio, number 44. Played out to the left wing side. As this slips past Kennedy. Played out to the blue stripe. Ferragini in the middle.
The ball was unassisted. 4:25, the first period.
As this is played into neutral ice, Mansell sends it down to the end wall, chased down by Connolly. Connolly feeding it up. And now Kennedy with an angle pass. Nobody there at the center dot as the Storm come in. Played from behind the net, tied up by a couple of Terriers. Shot through traffic, blockered down. Here's Batten with a wrister wide of the net. Played by Kennedy. Kennedy out towards the left side to Jesus, has it poke checked away. And now from the right side as that sails high into the glass. Played into the corner. Off of the side of the cage, and the Terriers work it out to neutral ice. DeJesus crosses the blue line, poke checked away. Dale comes up with it. Now played into the middle. And that'll get freed up as Crowell. That is the Travis variety of Crowell, 96, as there are two brothers out there. Played up to the center stripe. D to Mishke. Mishke up to the left wing side is McGoldrick trying to gain possession. And the Storm once again out of Bradford, Ontario. So we've got Canada and the U.S. Here's Hinchley. Hinchley bouncing back up from the knees to the skates just in time to get an opportunity to attack. Close call there as Mishke nearly coughed it up in the defensive zone. Feeding it in as McGoldrick tries one. Terriers out to neutral ice. And here's Henry colliding as that will free up the puck. Henry putting the body in on the play as Hinchley chops at it, trying to get free of the defensive zone. Here's Fredericks. Fredericks has Hollister. And a quick check on that door leading towards the locker room tunnel as we get a face-off to Laterio's right side. 3:50 remaining first period action. Storm leading 1-0. Storm skating in, can you call those Vancouver colors? In that seafoam green and deep blue. Played into the face-off circle. Trying to work it down the chain. Into the corner. Saucered out with thoughts of getting it to Sabo. Here's Kroll. That is the Miles variety. There are two Krolls, Miles and Travis. Played along the near side as Henry chases it out to the far side. The Terriers trailing by 1. Looking to make an opportunity here. Trying to feed to Cronin. And here's an interception. Tossed into the offensive zone. This might buy an opportunity as Hollister able to work in. Privatera lost the handle but ultimately regained. And Privatera coming in on the weak side. Close call there as he was unaccounted for from the Terriers side of things. Played out to the right side. Once again, Privatera sneaking in towards the back door. Played off of the glass. That's Plotsky up at the point, pinching down to the half wall. And Batten will chase it down with Privatera. Privatera up into the middle. Batten cruising into the offensive zone. From the right wing side, Batten tries to get a shot into the slot area. Angle pass out towards the middle. That'll be chased down by Dale. Dale brings it around to the near side. And Polatsky with Sullivan roaming in the low slot. Privatera again. In with Winstone. Shot as that rebounded. And a big play there for Lotario as Privatera got a shot across the low slot. Had a little bit of help trailing behind when they came back for another attempt. As we get a look down at the South Simcoe bench, there was nothing left to be had as Lotario was able to gain the whistle. And there's a check at the blue line as DeJesus not wasting any time in separating puck from puck handler. As this is angled up ahead. And the Terriers able to escape again. Just about a minute remaining in this first period. Storm in the dark sweaters leading 1-0. As we get a look in at the scoreboard on the end. Shots on goal comparison 7-1 favoring the Storm. Always fun to get a chance to see some of these Boston area teams come into town, as well to see the Canadian provinces represented. Shot as that whizzes up into the glass. Last weekend, had a chance to watch 5 Canadian provinces represented in a tournament right here last weekend, including British Columbia, Manitoba, Ontario, New Brunswick, and Quebec. Not necessarily in that order. Here we've got several teams out of Ontario. We already watched the Aurora Tigers, the Oakville Rangers, as this is chopped up into the slot area to the backhand, and Lotario with the save. Played out to the right point. Down low. Centering pass. Nothing but Terriers. And now an opportunity to Jesus racing up ahead. 10 seconds to go, trying to avoid the body check. And that should just about do it for the period. As McGoldrick is the last to possess. And so that closes out one period of play. Very nice, evenly paced period between the Storm and the Terriers. But in this one, the Storm winning the period, leading 1-0. We'll take a quick break, step outside, try to jumpstart that Zamboni that's parked out in front of the museum. When we come back, Jonathan will teach you how to build a floating bookshelf. From the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York, you're watching Can-Am Hockey. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back as we open up second period action. Goaltenders have traded nets, now putting them in the defensive zones at the opposite end of the ice from their benches. This is why they call it the period of the log change. As we open up second period play, the Storm skating in the dark sweaters, leading 1-0. As Dale opened up the scoring for the Storm. And now rushing up ahead on the left wing side, looking to take a 2-0 lead. As Ryan absorbing the hit. Played out to the point, shot deflected as that comes to the near side. Ferragini out in front, loose puck, diving down, and Laterio secures it. Now in our previous game, we had a 2-goaltender system employed by the Blackhawks where midway through the period they made the change. We'll keep an eye out for those substitutions as we like to at least attribute all of the fine play of the goaltenders after the trades have been made. And we'll see if Laterio will stay in for the duration or if Lipner will come in support. As this is played off the end wall. Dale feeding it to the middle, backhander, as that is whistled dead. Our official resetting the net on its mooring. Has been a hotbed of activity. All sports being represented here, but mostly hockey, hockey, and hockey. As this is played out to the right wing side. Dale feeding the middle. Over to the weak side, and Pulaski sneaking up on the weak side as Dale had fed the middle, and the middle pivoted it out to the left wing side. And Pulaski helping the Storm out as they go up 2-0. We'll keep an ear out for who was in between Dale and Pulaski, as that was a critical play, forcing Laterio to have to change focus and direction twice. Good short shuttle passes. And so it sounds like Dale and Winstone coming up with the assists on the Pulaski goal. Here's Sullivan feeding it down to the end wall. Out in front, cleared away. And now with numbers, here's Bartley. The off winger goes to the backhand towards the weak side. McGoldrick was falling into place just at that moment. The Terriers able to delay the attack. And now here's Sheehan. As Sheehan sends it down and around. And Sullivan with heavy pressure down at the end wall. And we have a slashing penalty. And that will disfavor the Terriers as Sullivan will go to the box. .8:59 remaining second period action. The Storm with a 2-0 lead and skating 5-on-4 for the foreseeable 2-minute future. DeJesus back out on the ice. A gritty player as this is played around to the near side. Here's Ayers avoiding the poke check. It's Frederick patrolling. Connolly with pressure in the corner. Privatera set up on the back door as this is sent down to him. Centering pass as that comes off the stick of Ayers. And here's an opportunity for DeJesus with a shot, kick save. And that's a big play. And one more time as the Storm coming up big on the attack. Terriers able to shut it down though. As this goes out to Goldrick. McGoldrick sends it up towards the half wall. Daly comes up with the poke check. Miles Kroll in on the action as well. This will slide the length of the ice. No icing. And chased down by Batten. Travis Kroll out on the ice as well. Played into the middle. With heavy defensive pressure. Played out of the corner. With Hinchley easing up into the slot. Up at the left point. Nearly giving up the zone as that puck was angled on the blue stripe. Bartley sneaking into the low slot. And this will make it out to neutral ice. Back to even strength, 5-on-5. 6:45 remaining second period action. Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. A quick change here as they set up alongside Lang's left. Played behind the net. To the near side. As this is carried across neutral ice. Mansell looking for options. Played out to the left circle off of the iron. And blockered out in front as Laterio remaining steady in the net. A little hide and seek right now. And the Terriers getting a bit fed up. That was Travis Kroll deciding we don't need to chase the puck around, just go straight to the body. And now Kroll once again in the middle, poke check, pulls that away. And the Storm regain control. Here's Jones trying to get the steal as Mischke went down to the ice. And so that'll go down for icing. We'll head back into Laterio's neighborhood. Laterio with 14 saves thus far. As this is played through center ice, stolen away. holding a steady 2-goal lead right now. The Storm with solid possessions in the offensive zone, making quick work of their back check. As we see Ayers and Dale played around the corner, feeding it out in front. Laterio shutting it all down. Shot wide of the net. Played down low. From the edge of the circle up to the point. Ayers with a shot down through the middle. Rebound, goal. Tuck that one away. And get yourself a few winks there. You can rest on a 3-goal lead. Just a touch, just a touch. Long enough to skate by the bench. And it looks like Dale leading the charge once again. 4:37 remaining second period action, and the Storm with a 3-goal advantage. As this is played up through the middle and shot wide of the net. Laterio is looking for some support on the offensive side. And so Ayers gets the assist on the Dale goal. As this is played to the right wing side, out in front. Laterio went one way, the attacker went the other, but the attacker could not get it on net. And so this is played once again into the Terrier zone, shot high and wide as that rolls off of the Dashers. 3.5 to go in the period as the Storm still maintaining a lot of offensive possession time. Shots on goal comparison, well, they do not compare really. They're highly contrasted. 19-3, and we get an infraction here. It looks like Bartley will go to the box. All right, so we'll see what the Terriers can do here as they will go to the skater advantage. In the Storm zone. Shot into a body in the right circle. Toss back around to Jesus, comes up with possession, and now settling. Shot, chipped up.
2 minutes for roughing. Time for penalty, 8:37.
And now an opportunity shorthanded as Mansell comes in, feeds, shot, and Laterio with a big save. Now if there's one skater out there that has done a solid and reliable job on the defensive side of things in terms of applying pressure but also being effective, DeJesus has been going straight at the body on any puck handlers, and that has been effective. And some of these other cases, you'll see that they're chasing the puck around. And now we're starting to see a little bit more physicality as Wilson also went to the body. These are some of the things that they'll want to do in order to provide themselves with possessions. They've got to be able to dislodge the puck from the opponent. and get themselves into the offensive zone. No attack, no goals. And so this is what they're trying to work out right now. With 94 seconds remaining second period action. Only 3 shots on goal. And this has been a short-handed PK here as the Storm spent much of that time in the offensive zone. And so played out towards the right wing side and now easing into the middle. Shot, goal, one-timer from the top of the slot. A nice quick release. And if you're seeing an A on the front of that sweater, so am I. That's Privatera, assistant captain, slinging that one to the back of the net, and the Storm now with a 4-0 lead. Final minute of the period. And so Ayers grabbing up another assist. Played out in front. Privatera with a backhander. As that gets shut down. Centering pass back in the middle of once again. Is that number 9? Number 9? Number 9? Played into the corner. Feeding in to the back door. And right now it seems like the Storm are just playing. Toying with the puck right now. Along the crease. And there are 2 opportunities very clearly in that possession that were just degrees away from going into the net. Storm controlling right now with full command, as they have spent a lot of time in the offensive zone, even shorthanded, as we get a look down at the Storm bench. Both teams gathering during the intermission. At the end of 2 periods of play, Storm leading 4-0, and lots of shots. They have been in the offensive zone, possessing the puck and creating a bit of danger. The Terriers will need to come back in this third period and start bodying up and start getting the pucks into the offensive zone and on net. From the 1980 rink in Lake Placid, New York, you're watching Can-Am Hockey. We'll be right back. The Storm with good spacing in the offensive zone. As this is stolen away. Played around to the near side. Mischke fires it down low. Centering pass as McGoldrick working. Mischke goes to the right point. Greer keeps it in. And right now, this will just tire the Terriers out. As this is played into neutral ice. Once again, a great deal of spatial awareness being displayed here by the Storm. As we get a whistle. 5:28 remaining. Third period action. As Ferragini steps in across Thurston. Tossed up ahead. Chucked out towards neutral ice as Sheehan looking for the puck. Chasing down, battling with Szabo. As this is tossed back around. And pops up and out of play. As that ends up in the Storm bench area. When this one wraps up, we'll be jumping back into the 16U age class. Another Grenoble division matchup. Got a chance to see Grenoble on display early. There goes a pinballing puck. Ricocheted off a pair of different skates across the whole zone as Laterio with the paddle save. As this is played from behind the net, Laterio on edge. And there's a shot deflected. Looks like that might have caught his paddle on its way in. And so now with the goal differential, we'll go to a running clock. We had mentioned this earlier that the Storm looked to put this away early. And looks like that's what they are headed to do. So with 2:30 and 3:45 games, the next two games will be in the same division. There's another opportunity. Played from behind the net. Out in front as Pulaski comes in. Blockered away. There's Wilson. Dragging over into the offensive zone. Kennedy with a fling towards the net. That'll be handed off as Pulaski will keep things moving. And now Dale. Race against Daly. Shot, kick, save. That's 21 saves for Laterio. And without the offensive support, makes it very difficult on a young netminder. As this is Dale getting caught by the blue line monster. Played from below the goal line. This will be cleared down the ice. That'll be icing. I'll buy a moment to get some fresh skates out on the ice for the Terriers. So the schedule upcoming here in the Grenoble 16U. The North Durham Warriors will take on the Upper York Admirals. And then following that, we'll see the Aurora Tigers for the second time today against the Northwest Chargers. We've seen the Northwest Chargers earlier as well. The Tigers fell to the Rangers in the opener. And the Chargers dropped one against Westmall Lightning. We'll see how that division is shaping up. So we're starting to see more points in divisional standings. Will help us gauge who's going where and when. Sunday is the day everybody is looking forward to. Gold medal Sunday. Right now with 65 seconds remaining in game time, the Storm looking to put this one away and pick up 2 points in the divisional standings. We're into that last minute. The Storm made quick work, evenly distributing their talent and coordination across all three periods. With the conclusion of this game, the Terriers will drop to 0-2. The Storm will pick up their first game in the books as a win. In this division, the West Niagara Aces 1-0. Rochester Blackhawks are 1-0-1. They lead the division with 3 points. And so that'll close out the action. As the Storm celebrate the victory, winning handily on the strength of strong skating, puck handling, passing, coordinating through the offensive zone, and in particular scoring. As both teams gather at the center stripe to exchange goodwill on the handshake line. Good game, good game. Safe travels, good meals, and good luck. What a great day to be a hockey player. What a great day to play hockey. As we close out this one, we'll go ahead and recut the sheet and prepare for the 2:30 p.m. puck drop. A Grenoble 16U matchup between the North Durham Warriors and the Northwest Chargers. Once again, the North Durham Warriors and Northwest Chargers coming up next for the 2:30 puck drop. My name's Glenn Burnett with the play-by-play and color commentary. You're watching Can-Am Hockey. We'll be right back.